making these amazing chocolate chip pumpkin bars, let's get started. You're gonna first need to grease a 9 by 13 inch. I'm using a glass pan here. You can use if you have a metal one, but I'm just using my PAM cooking spray. You can use butter if that's what you prefer, and then you're just going to set that aside, and then you're going to actually get a small to medium size mixing bowl, and you're going to put all your dry ingredients, and to that you're going to add 2 cups of flour, as well as you're going to add baking soda, and you're going to add salt, as well as a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And then I'm just taking my little whisk here. I actually got that at Walmart, and I'm just going to combine the dry ingredients really well together, and then I'm going to actually set those off to the side while I work on my wet ingredients. For your wet ingredients, I'm adding 1 cup of softened butter. I'm using my stand-up mixer. If you have a handheld mixer, that's just fine. And then also to that, 1 cup of white granulated sugar. And I'm using my wire whisk attachment. I just find doing this by hand is a little bit more involved, and that using a mixer of some sort works out better, as you want the sugar and butter to be creamed and become very light and fluffy, and making sure you scrape down the sides periodically as you are mixing those together. And then I actually, once that's nice, light and fluffy, I'm gonna add 1 large egg, and then I'm going to actually add 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, and I want to actually incorporate those really well together. Again, you want to make sure that you're scraping the sides periodically as you're mixing all the ingredients in together. And then once that's mixed well, you will add a full cup of pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling, but actually pure pumpkin. This doesn't have any additional flavoring. This way you're controlling the amount of flavor and sweetness. And you really want to make sure this mixture is mixed well, light and fluffy. And once that's done, then you add your dry ingredients. I added it all in at once, and then I want to actually mix this very well together so that your batter is a nice, again, light and fluffy consistency. That is what this recipe calls for. And once you have it all nicely incorporated together, you're going to actually add in some yummy chocolate chips. But first I wanted to make sure, I always find I need to scrape the sides and the bottom. Sometimes it doesn't get quite all of the flour mixture in. And then now you can add your, it's a 1.5 cups of, I used milk chocolate chips, and it basically was 1 270 gram bag is what it worked out to. And then you're actually going to just fold in the chocolate chips, and that is it. Your mixture is completely done, and then you're going to actually put that into your greased pan. You want to make sure you try and spread out your mixture as evenly as possible so that it bakes up nice and light and fluffy. Now you put this in a preheated 325 degrees Celsius oven for about 30 to 40 minutes until it's golden brown and the sides of the bars starts to pull away from the pan. And as you can see, I am diving right in. Mine took around 40 minutes to actually completely bake, and then you want to let it cool completely. And I want to just show you how moist these bars are. They're incredibly delicious. The power, like the flavor of the pumpkin, is not overbearing, it's moist, it's flaky, it's tender. Even the chocolate doesn't overpower the flavor of the bars. These are amazing. I think anyone would love to have this as a gift or as a nice housewarming present, or if you just have guests coming over for fall, or even for upcoming Canadian Thanksgiving, which will be in October. These would be a really great treat and baking dessert to have on hand, and they freeze very well. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave the recipe to Mom's Endeavors to their website for this recipe, as it's completely amazing, and I appreciate you all for watching. Please leave me any questions or comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.